Yo, 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 gamers, welcome back to some more Hardened scales, as always, on this Twitch channel / YouTube channel. In my last 2 leagues, Soul Cauldron was absolutely insane. It won so many games just by being on the battlefield. Like, you have no board, but this card with some stuff under it makes drawing any creature basically so strong. Which is the reason why I got a third one, so we're finally gonna play 3 of them. It's just so good, I'm convinced. Another 2-drop for the deck, and I will drop a 0-drop. Wailing Jar has been like semi-impressive, which obviously makes the curve higher, but we did add a 23rd land. We'll see how well that works. So today we play 10 enablers. 1 Char, 1 drum, and all engine. And one more thing I want to change is, if you look at the metagame, it's actually quite interesting. Like, it's not 100% representative, of course, but if you go to, like, the last 14 days, Yawgmoth is pretty big, and of course Scam is still big, which is why I want to add a 3rd Dismember, because in those matchups where it's good, it's just really good and you always want it. So we play 3 Dismembers today. I actually think I don't even have a 4th, but we don't need 4. Yeah, I have 3. Anyway, that's the change, because it's really good against Yawgmoth and against Scam to kill the Void Walker and the reanimated things. So how do we make this fit? I think what we do is we put the Haywire Might in the main deck, because it's really good against like the Beanstalk and the Ring and stuff. Probably dump the Worker and play it like that. I still like my Jailers. They're good against Cascade, and I actually recently found out they're good against Burn too, because they block all their threats and they counter basically. If they suspend a Rift Bolt, sometimes you play that and then they can't cast it from exile, which is sick. So sometimes against Burn you can take out some slow stuff like Cauldron, and Shattered Spire is not that good, and play some of your sideboard cards instead, even though it's not like a Silver Bullet or anything, it's good enough. Anyway, I'd love to play Void Mirror, because that counters 0 mana spells, evoke cards. It's also good against Cascade, so maybe we actually want to fit that. The Jailer is just so good because it's also graveyard hate, like it works in many matchups. So I'm not sure if we should. It could improve our matchup against those Omnath shenanigans prep. Looks like they've dropped a bit, but honestly that's probably not the case. It's just split up on this page. There's Cascade Beanstalk and there's 5 color Omnath, which is, to me, it's the same deck. It's like the old Solitude, Leyline Binding, control decks. So it's still a 10% share. I've also seen players put Searchinger in the main deck, but that's another 2-drop, so I don't think we do that. Let's swap the Chalice for a Void Mirror. It's worse against Cascade, obviously, because the Chalice you can just play for 0, but Void Mirror is good against Tron. It's impressed me there. It's gonna be good against the Omnath decks, especially the Beanstalk deck, because all this deck wants to do is evoke its Solitudes and Furies to draw cards. I guess it also works against Cascade, so it's pretty good against this deck. Might actually want to make me play 2 of them. I have 2 claims and the force to destroy artifacts and enchantments. I'll also play those against the Beanstalk decks. Yeah, so let's try this list, see how it goes, and yeah, see you round 1. Alright gamers, we are on the play round 1 against Admiral Ben 90. Another based 1990s kid like me. That's a pretty sick draw. Scales into Patchwork, into other stuff. And we can't get our Scales Thought Seized, so that looks pretty good. Best draw is probably what's a Saga. And if we only draw spells, we might have to use this to find a land. Yeah, amazing hand. How about a cooperation with Card Hoarder? Yeah. I did just shout them out. Opponent said GLHF in the chat. I already like Admiral Ben 90. I had Hardened scales of 6. And of 6. Ooh, Urbog. What did I say was our best draw again? Interesting. Urbog is a hard matchup, but a doable one. The biggest problem in Urbog is Karn the Great Pain. In my, you know what. I think here we go Nexus and play the Patchwork, because I don't want to be making constructs next turn, but I might want to make them later. So let's slow roll this Saga. And the fast Patchwork might actually be exactly what we need against mono black control. Gets beaten by Damnation, I guess, but not much else. Yeah, it's the Cabal Coffers deck, exactly. Opponent was thinking, I want them to fatal push this. Anyway, what did you type earlier? Oh, you're from Mürzzuschlag. Is that in Germany? I'm really bad with geography, honestly. They're just passing. Yeah, this Patchwork's looking really good for now. They can kill it earliest next turn. So best draw would probably be Ozolith, because then we can put counters on Patchwork, and if they kill it, we still keep them. Oh, okay, Steiermark. Wow, another Urzer Saga. Now I actually wish I already played out the other one to get my Tudor next turn, but anyway, I'm gonna just play 2 artifact spells and attack for 5, I guess. That sounds pretty good to me. Like, yeah, we play our things pre-combat, which usually not... Like, I'd rather play Zabaz and keep up mana, but we go pedal to the metal in this game, for sure. Yield. Cool, so how long of the drive is it for you to go to Linz? I would love to meet you, but I'm going to a concert tomorrow, which probably involves beer, which probably involves me being... What? You're pushing... Interesting. Now I'm modular on the Patchwork. Modular on the Patchwork means we attack for 8, but then they can kill it. Modular on Ballista means they might have another push in hand, but then they're not killing Patchwork with it. So what's the better choice? I think it's the Ballista. If they have another push, yeah, we lose that. But I kind of feel like they want to kill the Patchwork next turn. Alright, that works really well then. Nice. Coming back to the previous thought, which probably involves beer, which probably involves me being hungover on Saturday. Not in the best shape to play a Magic tournament. Demolition Field. If they're fielding my Saga... Yeah, this was an insane draw on the play, actually. You're giving me a basic land too. Again, they just dead now. I guess they can have another fatal push, but the dead on board as it stands. Could be... Yeah, it's probably... Okay. They sometimes splash some stuff, so... Anyway, paying them for 5, we don't have an Ozolith out, sadly. But they're still going to, at best, 5 life here. Yeah, I don't know what this polluted delta does. They might have some splash in there. It could even be I've seen Coffers play Leyline Binding, which is funny. It's just too easy to play that card with the fetches and triumphs in Modern. Like mono black splashing something. Any draw to kill them? We'll see. Ballista could be lethal, maybe. Ballista means they would go to 1, I guess. Ozolith, another Patchwork. Yeah, I guess it's Ozolith. Attack for 7 plus 1, in fact, because we can. Only for Revolt, maybe. Like, there's not much much cost to playing them, right? The opponent goes to 3. And if they kill Patchwork, we have 8 in fact. By the way, welcome Vergara. One ring. Right, can I have a ballista? This is one of the moments where the opponent might actually die to the ring effect. Hardened Zgel is a card that we just drew. Might keep this in hand. They might play a Thoughtseize into it or something. Well, not on 2 life, but you never know. I don't really have much else to do with it. Yeah, now actually, if they kill Patchwork, we have a lethal amount of Infect using Ozolith and Hardened Scales and Inkmoth Nexus. They didn't activate because they're on 3 life. That's Shield Red, sure. We might still kill them actually. Now they draw again 2 life. Yeah, now we can just go for an Inkmoth kill, which loses to another Fatal Push, I guess. But they're on 5, so we attack with 2 things. Shield Red Edict. Well, they only have 1 mana now. Thankfully they haven't found the namesake card. Alright, how do we push lethal? Through a Fatal Push, grabs the buzz off of this, it enters with 3 counters. Attack with both, plus Inkmoth. They can still block that and kill that if they have a Fatal Push. Gemstone Caimans, huh? I mean, we could get our Might and exile the ring, but they have to block with Sheol Dread here, so they might still die to the ring trigger. So, how do we do this? Inkmoth isn't really lethal. So we just make a construct and attack with both things. And they have to block Patchwork and go to... either go to 1 or have another Fatal Push available. Cauldron is always like a sick draw. Yeah, let's make a thing. They have Push and Damnation, they might survive. Welding Jar doesn't really help us win this turn through a push, because the creature still gets removed from combat. I'll just get these Abas. Attack with both. So, either they have push or they're dead. We couldn't really do... if I didn't make a construct, we could do some Sabbath shenanigans. Maybe I should have done that. Instead of making construct... Okay, Cling to Dust. Wow, just to gain 3 life. People have that in the main deck to nerf Cauldron. I think they still die. There's 9 damage. Yeah, no, it wasn't necessary to exile the ring just for the life gain, because they had to block here anyway. So if they had, like, instead of Cling to Dust, if they had a Fatal Push, they could have killed this and survived, but Shieldred would have been gone anyway. And then the ring drains their life. So that wasn't really what I wanted to do. That was good. And now we hope to win 1 match. What do we really want against this deck? Do they still play the Great Creator? They probably do, right? Big mana means Karn is good. He's the most annoying card against our deck. But we do have the 4 Patchworks. We don't have a Search Engine, unfortunately. We might want some of these. Needle can stop a ring if we want that. Like, black can't really remove the needle. I like Koa because of the Karn. Let me just dump one of the tap lands. Maybe some claims to kill like an Ensnaring Bridge or something. What's bad though? Like, the list is so tight now. I don't even wanna remove a whole lot. I played 2 gemstone main. Yeah, but that sucks so much if you draw both of them. I hate that. I hate that so much. Drawing 2 legendary lands and you have to give up the one with the counter. It's so dumb. It's really hard to remove something now. Actually, Ozolith is also better against Karn. Maybe just remove the Cauldron. They have some amount of graveyard hate too. Play 2 of them. Yep. Don't forget swapping lands. Yeah, in paper it's harder. In Magic Online you just have your whole deck list in front of you. I didn't really want to draw both Nature's Claims. This is a mulligan though. Do these decks play Expedition map? No, so they just hope to draw the Coffers and they just play without it too. So this hand is really not great, but it has what's a Saga. I'm gonna mulligan it. Okay, that's not better. It's a lot worse actually. Okay, that's my scales draw. On 5 I probably don't do the K1's thing. Go down to 3 cards left. Go like this. And we have a 1-drop anyway, so the gemstone K1's isn't great. Wait, what? Okay. What is going on? Opponent misclicked or something? I think I have to take that. Because we're playing tournament here. So basically we have the same setup as game 1 again. Except less gas in hand now. So we'll see if this is gonna be enough. Like, the draw game 1 was insane, honestly. I couldn't have wished for a better one. I had a really good hand and then we drew the 2 at the Sagas. Wait, they play Voidwalker? No, that's annoying. At least not against our hand. But didn't expect that. But with the 2 patchworks we might race it. It's a weird list. Is a sideboard option with the Voidwalker? Yeah, that works for me. No, I'm like, just give me a Ravager or an Ozolith or something. So we can push as much damage as possible. Okay, that's actually also pretty damn good. Holy shit. That makes Patchwork become a 6/6 and Ballista a 3/3. So they're already on a virtual 8 life. People start preparing for scales. How can you do this to me? Do we have anything in exile with okay, no, they don't want to cast a Patchwork. Giving up Voidwalker. Alright, any damnation knows? Please say no. Yeah, I feared that would happen with Scales being a more popular deck again. Okay, this is attack into Damnation. Should we ping the Voidwalker to save ourselves 3 damage? I think it's good in either case. Let's just do that. If they somehow have the scam package in the deck, that's also fine, I guess. Okay. Pretty sure this is Damnation. Maybe I should have just pinged face, I don't know. Path of Peril, same thing, right? Even better because it's less, costs less. Cleave. Yeah, that's a Damnation against our deck. Wish I had an Ozolith out, but it's what it is. There are a lot of Brotherhoods and now. Oh no, I hate that card. Well, we have a plan, I guess. But that loses to the Field of Ruin, so not really a good plan. Maybe should have pinged face, like we'd be at 14 and they'd be at 8, which is probably better than for us. Wish there was a blink mouth. Life total more relevant right now than Infect. Top deck mode activated and we find Walking Ballista. Sick. So playing Scales and then Ballista is better if they kill it right out. Playing Ballista and also lifting onto it is better if they don't. I think we have to play it. We could slow roll it, but they probably play Thought Seizes too, so... no Thought Seizes. Like, you could save the Ballista to try to kill them when we find a Ravager or something. Is that a good idea? Just playing it out opens it up to getting killed and the opponent goes to like 6. Yeah, for now, I'll play the Scales and... like if they have Karn, having a creature out is good. Let's play the Ballista. I don't know. I guess it hits them down to 6. Yeah, I really wish I pinged face 2 more times. Before they get more looks? Yeah, possibly. I'm not sure. Like if they have Thoughtseize, obviously you want to play out your cards. Ping to dust to gain life, that's funny. Yeah, that's good against Cauldron, I guess, but it's really slow. The One Ring. That's fine. If we find a way to make our Ballista a 12-12, we can win. Which is not hard with 3 scale effects out, like Ravager. Sabas is kind of the same, right? Enters with 4 counters. Put 7 on Ballista. Doesn't really matter which I do first, I think, because both are sorcery speed going onto the stack, so kinda losing to Fatal Push. So let's play this out. No Fatal Push yet, that's good, because now we can do that. Shattered Spire is still a pretty sick card. Okay. You're gonna die, opponent. I guess they can still end step kill our Ballista. So, because they're safe right now. I think we don't play around Fatal Push at this point, right? Just kill our Sabas. If they've pushed, they win. The other option is not to do it and play it out. Is that better? Like, if they play Karn the Great Creator, we can still try to in response kill them, but they might draw. They have more chances to draw into the Fatal Push. Alright, let's do it. These are the hardest. So they go to 14, but Sabas moves 7 counters. And we can kill them upkeep. My Kingdom for a Welding Jar right now in place. Alright, do we go to your upkeep or do you have a game action? Opponent, I'm not looking. I have to look, I guess. Okay, tries to draw into it in the beginning of combat step. They're still protected, so no reason to attack. And we win! Let's fucking go to against Coffers. Yeah, so here if they have Fatal Push, they kill our Ballista before we can ping them, because they're still protected. But this line plays around it, drawing it the best, because if we let them untap and then do the Sabas thing, they can draw 2 more cards with the ring before we do our thing. So, yeah, sounds like that worked out. Cling maybe. Yeah, I guess Cling means they go to 17, but then we have 15 Ballista and they take 1. Anyway, see you round 2. Okay, wow, we won the die roll again. We rolled a 5. Both players rolled a 5, and then we rolled a 4 and they rolled a 3. Close one there. Kind of clutch, if you ask me. On the play against Vael Tiaro with another banger draw. Let's go. I am gonna just play the scales. You could go drum into, say, a 2-drop and the scales afterwards, which obviously isn't optimal, but it's mana optimal. But with a 20% chance to play against a Thought C stack, it's good to get your best card down, you know? And then we can even, if we want to go drum Zabas, but not really using that mana. Maybe we draw a Patchwork and then unload our hand after. Alright, what did I say? Good decision making from my end. Yeah, they probably take both Walkers, but Woods' Saga is very good against the Scam deck. So, should work out. You have to take the 2 Walkers. I mean, I guess you could have the Void Walker, which is good against the Hangerback Walker. Alright, you have a 4-3 menace. Okay, we found the land, which is kinda nice, because if they kill our creature, we couldn't make constructs otherwise. I am playing out the Zabas. They can kill it, of course, but that's a removal spell out on their hand. So anyway, this is my favorite matchup from the decks that I played a lot. And we'll see, what do we lose to? Is there anything we lose to, or do we just raise this 4-3? Void Walker, like we make 2 construct tokens. If they have only removal spells, we could lose to the 4-3 menace. But what's the Saga is such a value monster. Terminate maybe, yeah, sure. Could have waited, honestly. Like here I could make a construct and then play the Sabas. So terminate would mean we might get modular value, but I guess it's fine. How am I doing today? I'm doing really well. It's a public holiday in Austria, so no work for me, and I have tomorrow after a long weekend chilling with some Magic homies in the Twitch chat. How about you, Daniel? Also, we beat Cabal Coffers, so we already beat the Cauldron deck. That's really good for us. What do I do for work? I write code. I write software. Wait, am I F6? No. So I sit at this exact same spot, but instead of playing with cards, I play with code. Right, I write software for mobile app development. It's pretty chill, no, what's the word? Going into the office. The opponent is walking the voids. That's kind of unfortunate timing for our Glimmer Wasp. We have to just try to kill them before they kill us, I guess. So we get a Ozolith. Attack for 5. See what happens. Yeah, classic Magic player. Classic nerd. I am kind of bummed out that the Coffers deck had Path of Peril and Dorothy Voidwalker, 2 cards that are really good against us. Opponent seems to be mana screwed. Has only Fables and Blood Moons and shit in their hand, and it's gonna die to some constructy boys. Thoughts on Shadow Spear of Saga? No, no Shadow Spear. I didn't bring it. Don't need it. Never have, never will. I don't know, I'm just not a fan. I think usually the matchups where you need it. See, I was not even attacking with Grief, like we're winning this race anyway. I like having other cards in my deck instead, like some players go down to 1 Ozolith, but the card is just insane. As we see here, it beats Voidwalker. And the not mana screwed goes down to 11 and casts what? Blood Moon? I mean, it's not a bad card, not at all, but I just think we don't need it. Our Fable, now that tapped out and we hope to kill them somehow. Is there a way? They have 1 blocker. Animate Blink Moth. Destroy the Sabas, mod Ozolith onto it or something like that. How much is that? Actually, they have 2 blockers, but not a flying blocker. But they can block both constructs. But then the board's gone. I'm just thinking if I have to destroy the Zabaz here, if I need the mana just to have Ozolith counters, it would basically make this a 4/4 flyer. Probably not worth it yet. We just present lethal and they have to block. Maybe we find a Ballista. Just a land. It. Animation module, dude. I was thinking about that card. I forgot about it. That's a random side note here, but I love animation module, and it's really sick with Cauldron because it makes bodies. Then you can put counters on them, and with Cauldron out, every body is just insane. Let's focus on this game though. Animate Nexus. If they only block 1 construct, they take 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Any way to push for lethal, so they have to double block. I'm already counting the Candlehaven activation. Because I kind of want to get rid of both the creatures, but I guess we'll see. I mean, if we destroy this Sabas, the constructs are smaller, but the Nexus is bigger. It becomes a 4/4. We could make it a 5/5. And then they have to double block, though. I think that might be better. No, then it's still 10 damage, because the constructs are 5/5s as well then. 1, 2... Yeah, okay, just attack. Sadly no modular. Nah, we can't modular because Voidwalker doesn't, so we don't do all of that. Chat blindness. Yeah, everything attacks because they have to block the big guys or they die. I guess at least one of them. So they can go Shaman on Construct and Grief on Zabaz. If we Pendlehaven, then they take 8. I guess we are there to Lightning Bolts then, but you can't beat everything. We were 1 short of presenting lethal through a blocked construct, sadly. Yeah, if they block with Grief on Zabaz, we're there to attack plus Lightning Bolt, but I guess it just be like that. Only 2 bolts main deck. And people just copy these lists, right? Everybody plays the same. That makes me feel better. I guess Dash Dragavan also kills us, so it's actually more than just 2 cards. Okay. Yeah, we can still only hit them down to 1, sadly. So we are dead to Ragavan or Lightning Bolt, and they get 3 draws, so it's actually not too unlikely. But at this point of the game, nothing we can do about it. Yeah, but if they don't have it, they're just dead now, though. Wait, you discard a Ragavan, so you have another one? Like, you have 9 damage otherwise. Okay, yeah. They had it. That was a close one. We gave him a life, right? So the Grove actually did it. We gave him a life in the first turn of the game. They still could have blocked Sabas though and be on 3 life, so it's not like that actually did it. Anyway, I brought 3 dismembers for the Void Walkers. I like the claims too. Blood Moon or something like that. Boarding is a bit hard. I'm gonna bring in 5 cards. I guess since we have Might, let's play 1 claim. Maybe. Cauldron is kind of sick. Except if the problem is it's bad against Leyline of the Void. So I guess I'll take out 1. It's also bad against Void Walker. And one more cut. Did they miss lethal? No, they didn't. We were dead. They had a second Dragavan. Don't know what to cut for my 3rd Dismember, but Dismember is really good in the matchup. Char's great because you can save something from all of their removal. Well, Grief has Menace, so I was like, I lose to Lightning Bolt and that's fine. But you could make an argument for chillin because we might be winning on board. But I don't know, I like pushing lethal. You could leave like Sabas behind and block anything, because we're only dead if all the creatures connect. Whatever. Don't know what else to cut. Okay. If only this was scales. I think I'll put it to the bottom, because if they have Blood Moon, it already kills the Saga anyway. Would we have seen the Leyline of the Void already, or no, that happens afterwards, right? So we can't really inform our decision based on that. Ah, there it is. Ah, that's rough, but we do have what's a Saga at least, and Catchwork, so we're not... so if they don't have like Ragavan into turn 2 Blood Moon... Okay. Well, tapped Blood Crypt is a lot more beatable than turn 1 Double Grief. That works though. Patchwork into Scales, something else. If they have the turn 3 Blood Moon, we lose our Saga before we can grab like Haywire Might. But that's still a board where we're pretty much ahead, I think. But if they don't have it, we can get Haywire Might and unlock Ravager Walker shenanigans. Could even just get an Ozolith and go off that way. So we're not making constructs for now. I think. Yeah. Yeah, it's a hard decision to make. I'm playing in a way that when they don't have the Blood Moon next turn, we can destroy the ley line and do some Ravager shenanigans. So we'll see what happens. You never really know. Like, you have to decide which cards do you want to beat and which cards are gonna hurt you, and then just go along with, since we never know what the opponent's hand looks like. Bowmaster is like the least scary card we could have seen since we had the scales. That's good for us. Now just... like, Blood Moon is annoying, but we still have a very good board through a Blood Moon. And if they don't have it, they play like... please just play Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Don't play Hidetsugu's thing. It consumes all. Polluted Delta. I like when you don't have any abilities and can just lean back and be like, opponent, do your worst. Do you have the thing that I'm afraid of, or do you lose? Damn, I love Hardened scales too much. Maybe too much. Probably not. Yeah, there's the Fable. I think we just probably don't straight up win, but we have a turn where they can't do anything, and we have a Ravager in hand. So I think this is where I might destroy Leyline, because then the Hangerback Walkers are getting unlocked, which is super sick. Sadly, we can't uptick plus cast Ravager. But that's what I'm gonna do. Like, now, even if they do something to our board, we can still make Thopters. When your opponent floats mana of Saga and doesn't make construct, it's always like, oh no, the cards in their hand are better than making your thing. And we make casual 7/7. And we have the jar to save our stuff now too. I don't think we wanna exile Leyline yet. Not really too much reason to do it. Could attack with the Walker. If they block with Goblin, we can make the 2 Thopters and it's dead. Which is, or double block, which is probably both good for us. Could even regenerate it. I'm not upticking it, because that would leave me to getting it killed, and then I can't destroy the leyline. So let's just do this attack and see what the opponent does. You have to block both creatures, because otherwise we just Ravager them dead. Okay, that's pretty good for us. Now we pass. If they destroy something, we can exile the leyline. Of course, they could destroy it again in response, but that would just mean they use 2 removal spells on one card. We even have the jar out. Voidwalker means I could either do some shenanigans now or never. Except, of course, if I draw Dismember. Like, I could also say we are winning on board, we don't need to destroy the leyline and make any rash moves here. Yeah, I kinda like that. Yeah, I don't think that's a good idea. We'd have a 4/4 Ravager and 2 Thopters. But this can't block. Opponents, I mean, they're still at 16, but they have some problems here on the battlefield. Thoughtseize is annoying, but no response to that. Maybe we draw Dismember. Or we just, like, you know, attack the opponent with the creatures we have. You could even, if they opponent concedes the game. That's hilarious. What the hell, why? We even drew the Dismember. Opponent knew. The Dismember actually means we kill Dorothy, we kill Leyline, and we destroy the opponent with an unblocked creature. That was amazing. Why would they concede there? That makes no sense to me. So, what did we see? Not too much, right? They just didn't have a good hand this game. I'm just gonna submit again. Did we mulligan to 5? Was it this game? Or was it the other game? Mulligan to 5 one of these games. Why would you just scoop? You were not straight up dead. Opponent plays their cards. I don't do anything. And bam. It was first, okay, the one we lost. Wasn't our hand really good there, but we kept set. Wait, no, hold on. We were on the play, we played Hardened Scales, and they thought seized away 2 walkers. But I think that was it set. Wow. I'm cursed. Lately my hands have been so bad, I keep drawing so many 1 and 0 landers. Ever since I put in an additional land into my deck. Okay, this is okay. Opponents on the play, of course. We saw the leyline, but I think it's dump claim again. Alright, any leylines? Not this time. Looks good. 1 life to get from Burn Willows. Yeah, but they only went to 1 because they didn't block. And they could have blocked it 2/2 with Grief. So this is actually... Do we give them the life again? I think no. Let's just play out the Boseiju. Because we have kind of a low land count anyway in hand. No Leyline, no Grief, no Thoughtseize. That must mean Voidwalker, right? Like you don't keep a hand that has nothing. Okay. We have wow, nice. I'll play the Shattered Spire, because then if we don't get Thoughtseized, we can play a 3/3 Ballista and destroy that. The other line would be to just play the Ballista and kill it, because then they can't reanimate it. But maybe they tap out or something anyway, you know. Like, odds are they have not dead after all in hand. Dude, I already have to piss again. Why? I drink so much water. If we win this, I'm gonna get a cold one to celebrate our 2-0 lead. If we lose it, I'm also gonna get a cold one because I'm sad I lost to Skim. But they're on a very weak draw twice in a row, so that means something. Nice. Yeah, the classic. I'm gonna right away kill the Voidwalker so they can't bring it back ever. Which does mean they can attack freely with Goblin, Shaman and make their treasure. And cast like a Fury, but are we scared of Fury? No. Drinks to celebrate, drinks to forget. Exactly. What can I say? I love playing this deck so much. It's really the only modern deck that interests me. Besides some... When the opponent does their thing, let's look at the metagame. Game is lame. Omnath is lame. Yawgmoth is cool. Creature deck with a combo. Cascade is lame. Amulet's kinda cool. I might play that sometime, but the rings are so expensive. Like even more expensive than Cauldrons. I've played it before the ring was a thing. Didn't love it, but it's kinda cool. Murktide's fine. Burn is lame. Tron is lame. Now we got Scales, not lame. Hammer Time, kinda lame. Living End lame. Cascade lame. Sue, Coffers, What is this metagame anyway? Mill. Control, okay. Creativity, lame. I really only care about decks that try to win with creatures, and these days that's Yawgmoth and Scales and maybe Goblins. Murktide is fun. Yeah, Murktide is cool. I'm just personally not the biggest fan of playing these kind of spell-based decks. I like creatures. Coming back to this match, we are mana screwed. But we are kind of doing well. So we'll see what happens. Land would be sick to double spell next turn. What is this? I did fine on 22 lands. Now I played 23 and I get mana screwed all the time. My backup deck, when I have something going on with Scales. That's so awesome because Scales is such an underplayed deck. It's so good. People are kind of scared to try it out, I think. It has this... what's the word? Not a Voidwalker, sure. It has this... what's the word? Damn it. Reputation. My English, man. To be so hard to play and shit, but like... It's not that hard. The hardest part is deciding when to go for a thing or not. But even if, say, you always go for it, you lose to some removal spells, but you also beat some draws, always. And the lines are not that hard, like the counting and shit. What do we do here? Wish we had more mana. We have so many great spells. At least we're not under a lot of pressure. I mean, what we could do is play Zabaz and Modular onto Ballista. Because that's a whopping 5 counters. Loses to removal spell though. Could play second Ballista. Could play Cauldron. Doesn't do that much here. Since the Voidwalker is still out and shit. Could play Patchwork and some 0 drops. Really depends what the opponent has. We need to beat this Fable flipping, I guess, but we have some time for that. I wish we had more mana. Wanna cast everything. Yeah, and I'll play the Ballista. But I think this time I'll wait. Cauldron, exile, Voidwalker to kill actual Voidwalker. Since I'm so mana screwed, I don't really wanna... don't really like playing lines that opens me up to removal the worst. Like if they have a bolt or a push, that means I have 0 cards and they have their board still. So I'd rather play out the Ballista and hopefully get somewhere here. This time I think I'm not killing Voidwalker since they're not tapped out anyway. Yeah, we can block the token. Anyway, while we're waiting for the opponent to click OK, just want to give a shout out to all of you who are watching me right now, either on Twitch or on YouTube. Thanks for being here. It's so awesome. Like, I'm playing my favorite deck, and at this point, of all you guys watching. The YouTube channel is actually not doing too badly, which is sick. How do we attack here? I guess might as well attack for one. This is my other channel though, my Smash channel. I have 2 YouTube channels. We hit 300 subscribers over the weekend, which is just awesome. So if you're watching this on YouTube and are not subscribed yet, please maybe consider. Opponent's terminating, so we kill the Voidwalker again. Mainly watch on YouTube. That is awesome. Yeah, Magic content is very watchable. We could give up second Ballista to kill the token, but I don't think we want to do that. Just ping face. Like, I personally watch a lot of Magic content on YouTube. When I take a nap, I just turn on some Magic stuff. It's really nice, because it doesn't really matter if you miss anything. You look at the board and see what's going on. You want for Dash Dragavan? That's actually a pretty good idea, yeah. Even though I don't think I would actually ping a Dash Dragavan here. Because having a body is pretty sick. I want to be in a position where I can play Cauldron and have bodies too. Can we find that land finally? Opponent earlier looted away a Voidwalker in the polluted delta. This is painful. But I guess the reflection isn't that scary, except if they have Fury or something. I mean, I could always make a big patchwork, but at this point they have so much mana that they can kill it anyway. I think it's Walker. Because now, since 2 Voidwalkers are gone, whatever happens to this card, we probably get a few Thopters. And then Cauldron is gonna be sick. But if they have Fury, they can do a double Fury thing, kill Walker, and then kill my Thopters. But with the mana screw going on, we're not beating everything, sadly. Usually I'm not scared of Fury, but this is a position where it would be pretty good against us. Can we already sub opponent? I kinda have to go to the bathroom. Maybe they're gonna time out though. I've had opponents time out. Cola Gans command bringing back the Voidwalker, that's quite annoying. Now I just have to hope that nothing bad happens to my Walker on the battlefield. Cause then I can make it into a Ballista with Cauldron. But if they have a removal spell, we pretty much die. Because they can play a Voidwalker and Bowmaster, okay. Alright, so hand is Voidwalker and 1 unknown card. And then they draw a card. If they find push or ball to terminate or Kolegan's command, we're losing, otherwise we are probably winning. So they have 2 unknown cards. We just need them to be some random Blood Moon or whatever. Would be fun to win on 2 lands, honestly. Alright, I'm looking away. I don't wanna see when they do the thing I just said I don't wanna see. They're thinking about how they can ruin my day the worst. Unfortunately, if they do have the thing, they're probably not gonna time out. Because they will kill us pretty quickly when the board's gone. 2 turns, actually. Yeah, you need a removal spell, otherwise we play Cauldron and make a 6/6 walking walker ballista. Hang up back walking ballista, I guess. Land would be sick still. How have we not found a second land? We even mulliganed a 0 lander, like what is this? Alright, guess we lose. That's sad, but the opponent had like exactly what they needed. I'm just mad now that this is so slow. Like, all of this was... You just gotta do it. They're probably double queuing or something. Like, if you're pausing randomly on my turn, it's usually that. I hate that that's a thing you can do on Magic Online. Like, it shouldn't be allowed. You can play 2 games at once in paper Magic. Alright, we're dead. GG's. Never found land, an opponent had the perfect draw. That's just how the card game works sometimes. See you next round. Okay, on the draw with a very 2-drop heavy hand against a 1-take man. Are we believers? Really slow. I'm gonna keep it. I don't really hate mulliganing for better cards if your mana base works out, you know. I'm just gonna get a 0 lander again. Ugh, that scam match was annoying, like, they could have been over 15 minutes earlier. Mountain passes. What is that? That looks actually really cool. Draw 1-drop, that's sick. What is Mountain? It could be Burn, I guess. Could be the mono-red mid-range artifact deck. Yeah. Cleansing Wildfire. Interesting. Well, I'm glad that didn't kill my Saga, I guess. I'll be out of basics quickly, but not as quickly as you might think. Wow, not patchworks. Because many players play only 2 basics in their decks. It's always head with 2 lands. Did you mean that? Yeah, this is that mono-red mid-range artifact deck. I haven't played against that in a long time. It's kind of a cool deck. Flame Slash. Yeah. That was bad, like, the opponent wasn't even on a scary draw. They were really slow, not like the draws that Scam is known for. They just decided to ruin our day with the Void Walkers. We killed 2 and they brought it back. Alright, yeah, we're gonna get our Saga fielded, but I'm still gonna go Scales into Patchwork. Because if they do that, they can't kill the Patchwork, and then we're gonna make it very big next turn. So I guess that works out. Did you see the Goblins list running Back to Nature in the sideboard? No, I did not. Do you have a link? What is Back to Nature? Is it some sort of naturalize effect? Destroy all enchantments. That's hilarious. I love it. Yeah, the enchantments are annoying these days in Modern. There's the Up the Beanstalk, there's Leyland Binding, there's... what's a Saga? Yeah, this works out. I think if we draw a land, we could even really go off, and they can't kill Patchwork. I think if we find land, we actually just got him. Well, yeah. Like, this engine goes crazy. So we have the option to destroy Urza Saga, but we just cast Walker and Ravager. Both with 2 counters. We can make Ravager go up to 6. That's easy lethal. Is it? Or is it not? 6. It's not quite. Maybe if we played these 2 and that for 0, is that better? Let's count this again. 2 counters from Walker on Ozolith. Ravager goes to 6. Our opponent is still at 20 though. Maybe we have to do something else, like try to make a lot of Thopters. Ravager at 6 would mean... Actually, this also is already at 5 power. Ravager on 6 moves 7 counters, so it goes to 12 power. Actually, no, it is lethal. Yeah, we go for it. Like, they can't do any free stuff, right? Ravager up to 8. Oh yeah, because we get 2 Thopters. Yeah. This deck doesn't have any free removal, right? The only free removal is Solitude. They could kill the Walker now, but probably doesn't make a difference the way I counted it out. So, is there anything we could lose to? Where's my other tab? I don't think so. Yo, they have 4 Stone of Erich. Glad they didn't draw that. It's a Leyline of the Void for 1 mana. That only affects creatures. Yeah, they can't pay the ward. There's no 0 mana removal spell in that deck. They could kill the Ravager now, I guess. Yeah. Bolt on Ravager now. Unholy Heat for 2 damage. If only I had a Darksteel Citadel. Yeah, I guess Ravager dies. Kind of unfortunate. We could sack the Ozolith or the Petrarch, but I think they're better than the Ravager. We keep the 2 Thopters and the counters, so we're still like doing well on board. I think I'll put these here, because the opponent probably wants to get a Haywire Might and destroy the Ozolith, and then also somehow kill the Petrarch. Can they even kill the Petrarch with a red deck once it's that big? Maybe we should go all in on it. Like, there's no removal, no destroy an artifact, right? Like, red always has problems with big creatures. They could block it for a long time with tokens, I guess, but it doesn't really solve the problem. So they can get a Haywire Might, exile the Ozolith, and then what? Fury me. I just put it here, I'm not sure. Like, how are they gonna kill the 13 toughness ward creature? Ever. Or how are they racing it on 7 life? Yeah, jump with Seasoned Pyromancer, but that doesn't really solve the problem, except if you can race it somehow. I think the scariest thing is Stone of Erich, generally. Not this game, but generally. Kinda annoying that Agatha Soul Cauldron is so hype. What is that? Why does the Field of Ruin look so weird? Okay, so they're trying to race me with Shadow Spear now. Maybe it's better to make a big Thopter against Fury, but I mean, it dies here, so what's a Shadow Spear gonna do? I guess they need another Saga and make some constructs, but they're locked into jump blocking forever. So a lot of fields. Why does that field look so weird? Thankfully it says non-creature. What's up, me non-P? I'm doing pretty well, how about you? Yo, they didn't even have to discard anything. The rings is sick. Any ballistas? Oh, Ravager. I'll take it. I guess we might as well play out our tab land. They have these stone now, so Ravager isn't doing that much, but we do have Ozolith. Right. Yeah, they have to block this, so they can't double block that. Pretty sure they have nothing. Like, are we just in garbage time here, or is there anything that could save the opponent? No. This card is annoying. I would want a 7/7 Thopter. Yeah, it would have been better against Fury. We had 4 here. It would have been a 6/6, I think. I guess the only reason not to put the counters on the Thopter was to prevent them like unholy heating it. It would have been a 6/6. Plus destroying Ozolith. Like, I still think this card just beats them. I don't know if they have anything in the deck that... Not a Fury, like, sure, well... Gonna kill my Ravager. I get more Ozolith counters, you have to double jump block again. This is not a game you can win in any way, shape or form, I think. Like, 2 lethal threats. I wouldn't actually say I'm 100% right. There's usually arguments to be made for both kinds of lines that you can take. But as long as I am happy with the line I took, it's fine. I guess this dies actually, because Fury has double strike. So, could have not attacked, but then the Fury is around and they have Shadow Spear, I don't know. Yeah, no, that's probably fine, just pushing. There's no way they can beat this, right? If they can, and I'm not seeing it, then I might lose, but... I'm a go no here, because we already won this game and now they think I only have 2 basics. That might be valuable for another game. Maybe they think they can strip mine me and then bam, 3rd basic. Smart, right? That's a Saga. Okay. Mishra's research desk. 0 cards. Can I get my ballista and we just... Okay. Just get on with our lives. We drew every patchwork, I think. Yeah. That's actually where the Shadow Spear would be good, but like... Wanna again make constructs, but... I don't know. Well, now I'm gonna get it. Because it could be relevant to, I don't know, uptick a ballista or something. I still don't know how to get out of this. 3/3 lifelink. Glimmer Wasp. I'm gonna play Shadow Spear next time. I was gonna play it today, but I forgot about it. They can make a 1, 2, 3, 4/4. Still not enough power to kill this patchwork, right? I'd have to double block anyway. Is there any point to playing this out? Maybe to time me out or something? I guess as long as you can take game actions, you might as well. Then I'm not seeing this happening for the opponent. Maybe post sideboard with like cast into the fire. Elixir of Immortality. You have such a bad burn matchup or something. Last zone is pretty good against us. They could have Brotherhood's End. Boil. That's funny. Can't really attack me though because of my threats, right? I mean, you gain 7 life. Why is that worth it? Okay, I guess that's another win condition. Don't have my red mana anymore, which is a bit annoying. Yeah, make them jump block. And they need more creatures or they can't really attack anymore, right? Okay, that's in other words the Saga. The game keeps going. Okay, you have 6/6. What's the last card in your hand? If you can still do some tasking. My graveyard. Oh, this is legendary. That's funny. We are walking. I should have played pre-combat. That was stupid. Forgot about the cast triggers. Would have pushed 2 more damage. Until the end of your next turn, you may play that card. It's a Field of Ruin, sure. I've not played against this deck in a long time. I always see the deck list on Twitter. I think Japanese player Hayashi plays them a lot. It looks pretty unexciting. But we see here why it works. Like, it's just a really grindy deck. It's endless value. Okay. Wish we had red mana, then we could win with... Maybe not quite. Alright, they can gain some life points. But we could deny the lifelink with red mana, so they would actually die. Really? Now you concede? And not like 5 turns earlier? It's not a current deck, is it? Okay, no. The annoying cards are like Stone of Erech. Maybe some... What the hell is Brittle Effigy? Wow, that's kind of cool. Look out at the hoops decks have to jump through if they don't have access to Solitude. Hey, where am I? So I think we want the claims. The forces, they do have a lot of artifacts. We could play the safekeepings. Void Mirror, no, they have a lot of red mana, right? Dismember, no. I think these are fine. Yeah, we just bring in all the artifact removal. It's probably pretty good against the deck. I'll take out a Cauldron since they have those stones that are annoying and some of these. We do have to force a figure, but we can just cast that for 4 mana. These games go pretty long. I think this is fine. Super Mario. Yep. Alright, we have our gemstone. Let's see if it's gonna be good. I don't want my lands. What do I exile here? It's probably the Haywire Might. Haywire Might's pretty good though, especially with Cauldron. I'm actually gonna exile the Ozolith. It's a bit weird, but like it's one of my favorite cards, especially in grindy matchups, but we can get another and that's annoying for the Cauldron plan. But we do have the Might to remove it. Sadly, the Might will go to exile if we do that. Could do it right away, honestly. I'm just gonna cast the Cauldron. They're gonna think it's no big threat. Probably. And exile Grove, but then if I don't draw lands, I can't do any Otsa Saga things. Definitely an option, but I guess we can exile the Might just because we can. Does it do anything for us? Do they have any graveyard stuff, or do we leave it in their graveyard for later? With our other I guess we don't exile it. So my prediction was wrong, actually. They did kill our thing, even though it doesn't do anything for now. Yeah, if we draw our last Cauldron, we can exile this. And I'll not play my 1-drop because you don't want that killed. And opponent's deck is full of removal, I think. Furies, Flame Slashes, Unholy Heats. Yeah. Claim's kinda nice. Now we can keep our Might around. I'm not gonna cast it right away, I think. Okay, now I will though. To get counters. At least one, but one's better than nothing, right? It's still in Flame Slash range, sadly. It's actually quite rough fighting this deck post-sideboarding, because you can kill all our engine and all our creatures. So right now, they just need some more removal and we're in pretty rough shape. They're just fielding, not scared of that. Okay, that's pretty neat. Yeah, pedal to the metal, I guess, and it's no longer in Flame Slash territory. How did my opponent gain life? I guess we did the claim, right? Alright, you have 4 cards, 4 lands. Another Field of Ruin, that can only kill non-basics though, so the forests are safe for now. Fury moment. Fury's kinda good. But Patchwork will grow past Fury range. But post sideboarding, they must have some answers to it. Ooh, nice one. I'm gonna play this out now, because we have to push. They're down to 2 cards. We have to find a way to win before they grind it out. If Patchwork dies, we're in pretty rough shape here. Ooh, E on 2. Dang. That kills both our things. And we don't have an Ozolith, sadly. So all these beautiful counters go to waste. And 6/6 is actually kind of problematic here. If only we had an Ozolith out. I don't really want to trade Might for Fury. So we need to draw some action. Opponent's down to 2 cards. Attacking can't be a good sign though. Funny, today I run into all the matchups where the welding jars are good when I cut one. That's kind of how things work, right? If we draw Ozolith, we can go for a kill. Let's do that. I did cut one though, didn't I? It's Pendelhaven. Alright, yeah, we got nothing. Pretty much losing this game, but I guess we give it a turn or two. It won't take long for them to kill us. I guess technically we could draw a Ballista and win. That doesn't do much here. What's up, Cracky? How's it going? I think we're dead. Yeah, that's definitely more than 8 damage. Yeah, that was a really grindy game, and the engineered explosives did it. I didn't take out an Ozolith, but I exiled it to my land. So let's not do that again. On the play. Maybe we could needle something. Is that worth it? I don't think I want to take out anything though. Maybe the force is not great. Like, it can do some stuff, but it can also be like a bit meh. It's good when the game's grindy as the first one, where they have like some Shadow Spear shenanigans going on. Needle could be more proactive, shutting down their fields and shit. Ah, I'm gonna submit it this way. Ugh. Do we want to keep this and try to find either Greenland or get our... what's the word? Drum. So we could go also lift into Ravager, get drum cast scales. I'm doing it. One of the keeps ever. At least we can't get fielded before Saga goes off, but we can get wildfired, which does give us a basic though. Yeah, we got lucky game 1, they didn't find this stone, honestly. Ravage is probably gonna bite on something here, but I think it's better to get that killed than Ballista, since it gets exiled. Flame Slash. Okay. Time to drum it up. I think we try to find land with stirrings. Hopefully we do. Okay. Might actually be what's a Saga since... Well, they're only one lander. Since then we can either make constructs or they field it and we get our basic anyway, right? Not getting scales down is a little bit whack, but whatever. Put that here. So they can't field me, but they could do land drop wildfire. On 3 dismembers now, I'm a control player now. Yeah, I looked at the metagame on MTG Goldfish. And it had there's Yawgmoth and Rakdos making over 25%, and I was like, this member is really good against these. Okay. Do we want Ozolith counters or damage? I guess it's Ozolith counters. Fury means opponent sees another day. With the one lander. Wow. This game is interesting, both players are mana screwed. I played the Walker because if it dies, the counters just keep getting more and more. And that's good for us. And this stone has been so good. They didn't have that, all these removal spells would be way less strong. Alright, what you got? Unholy Heat. Lightning Bolt. Okay, guess that works. Once again, not making constructs, but I guess it's Haywire Might time to destroy this stone. There is stream cutting Walker completely and playing 4 workers. Wait, cutting Walker? That can't be right. Guess it was an experiment. I've seen him, and I also did it cutting the... what's his name? Patchwork for workers. That was during a time where you had to be a bit faster. Alright, no more stones, please. No. we still have an 8/8, I guess. Yeah, they have 4 of them. It makes sense because it's good in a lot of matchups and it cycles. If you so you can just main deck it easily. Patchy boy. Got all the walkers for mine and 3 cauldrons. I mean, I could never do that. My heart couldn't take it. I just love the walker too much. But I guess it kind of makes sense to just experiment. Opponent still has multiple problems to solve. The Saga can solve the Ozolith problem, and the Stone kind of solves the Hangerback Walker problem, but it's still an 8/8 that they have to deal with. I'm so mad at all of these. Whenever there's an effect like this on the battlefield, just feels like the opponent doesn't want you to have fun, ever. Oh, they went down to 4. Like, since when does mono red get an effect like this? For 1 colorless mana? You're kidding me? Yeah, shit. Ah, that was so bad. I needed to ping the might before they got their green mana. Because I had the option to do that. No. Let's see how this plays out. Glimmer Wasp. Doesn't do a lot, but it is a 2/2. That sucks. Guess I would have easily had the kill if I did that play. One's at 10. So we make them block the walker. They go to 12. They have to block this and go down to 6 again. Hamper Lister. force them to pop might? How do I force them to do that? I think the best play now is to destroy the might with a counter. Of course, they will, in response, destroy the Ozolith. Then we attack with everything. They block that and go to 6. They can go back up a bit again. Yeah, they would have been dead if I did the good play, which I didn't do, but okay. Happens. They have to block this, right? Well, they could block that. But that's worse. It's still a jump block. Go to 6, they can go back up to 9. But then they're to the board. They have 2 cards left. They can't really play Brotherhood's End, right, in the deck like this. So what helps? What saves them? 2 removal spells. Okay, Field of Ruin does not do anything. What's up, Froggermead? No attack. Last card is... Oh, okay. Draw the card. Stone is gone. Do you have another? I guess we either time out or win. Pertuad Boyason. Cast it, attack everything. What you got? Unholy Heats. The existing Patchwork. Pay for ward. That's fine. We just kill the construct. Because now we can modular. Bolt? Nope, okay. Very good, I think that's game. They need 1 mana, kill an artifact, and then we get the Thopters though. What could they have? Okay, nice, wow. That was scary, like, the Stone of Erich is so annoying. All the removal spells would... Like, if they had, once again, Engineered Explosives, kill both these. It's closer than it looked like, I think. But if I was about to kill Construct, and then I did that. I definitely did that. Couldn't do it earlier because they had Stone out. But they had to sack it to dig, and... Yeah, cool games. Alright, gamers, it's time for match 4, and get a drink. I'll be right back. Okay, match 4, we are on the play again. Pretty good on die rolls today. We rolled a 6 against Julian John. We have one of the hands. We have 2 enablers, an Ancient Stirrings, and some lands. This is gonna be the We Believe keep. Just need to find something off of these stirrings, right? I think I'll not play out my Char. Just in case of, like, Patchwork emergency. Emeria, Shattered Skyclave, Ornithopter, okay. Esber Sentinel, playing against Hammer Time. Oh, nice. I'm gonna let them draw the card and then play out the Char too. This only triggers once per turn. Hammer time can be crazy fast, so I'd rather give them the card than put myself behind the turn on casting stuff. Did I see the new hammer art? No, I did not. I usually prefer original art anyway. Like there's a walking ballista which is also a Godzilla or something, and I'm like, why? Yeah. 2 Cauldrons, I guess. Yeah, this is kind of painful, but you can draw another card, I guess. Esber's Sentinel is kind of... Ah! No! What? Why did I do that? That's not what I wanted. Can I undo that? No, fuck. The thing appeared under my mouse cursor, and somehow my finger twitched and I clicked the card. That's really painful, but we get a patchwork. I wanted a ballista, obviously. Magic Online. I mean, it's my own fault, but still painful. I used that XDD. Do you have a link or something for that card? Yeah, I'm just confused in all the releases. There's just so much going on and I can't follow it. I'm not like looking at stuff every day. Cigardas 8. Ability to flash and hammer and equip and give protection. Looking pretty grim for us. Would be better if I had already killed this Sentinel with a 2/2 ballista to beat TBH. I will block and make use of my welding jar. Alright, now let's have a cold drink though. We have Wieselburger Schwarzbier. Oh, they just protect, so they don't even have a hammer. I'm gonna regenerate. No hammer, huh? Matchup generally is fine. This game is not going well though. Okay. We are enduring, I guess. Opponent doesn't have a hammer even. I'm gonna, for now, just cast this. And this time I'll pay for that. Well, we've given them 2 free cards and they still have nothing going on. Still not doing well this game. we also have nothing going on. Anyway, cheers gamers. That was so annoying. I had my mouse here, and then the stirrings thing appeared, and somehow, I don't know why, I think I was gonna move my mouse and I accidentally clicked. And that denied me choosing what I wanted from the stirrings. I'm eating yogurt. Nice, enjoy. What flavor? Dude, I haven't had any yogurt in like ages. Sorcery speed hammer. Yo, Finit. Thank you so much for the raid. What's up? How was the stream? Just okay. My face is gone now. Just scaling things up here. And having a cold one. Cheers, friends. I think the opponent doesn't realize they can flash equipments now. We go to 6. Maybe they have another hammer and we die. That's fine. Like, this game is not going well, but If we lose our one last creature, we are also not gonna win the game. Make the X-Mage top 3? What tournament? That's sick. Thanks so much for the raid. Welcome everybody. We're doing some modern stuff here. I'm actually today hitting only matchups that I like. Can't complain. Modern's full of stuff that is super annoying to play against, but this is cool. Opponents actually a deck that uses creatures to to win the game. A League of the Flashback season. I haven't used X-Mage like ever. They named Ballista, it's kind of smart, but if we have a Ballista, we can make anything a Ballista. To be TBH. Oh, we got nothing. So we're just basically dead to Inkmoth, Hammer. Because you can... It says loses flying, but you can click this again and give it flying again. Because the thing you need to know about effects like this is when it says it becomes an artifact creature with flying. What that actually means is it becomes an artifact creature and then it gains flying. So it can gain flying after it loses flying, basically was my point. What just happened? Okay, my Urza's Saga trigger has finally resolved. We still have the Bull Sage, so we might be in this game still. We'll see. Yeah, but Ballista was not a good name for the needle. Since we could just cast Ballista for 0, Cauldron it, and then Patchwork is a Ballista. And it is not a source with the chosen name then. This is really slow. Is my opponent double queuing again? Magic Online is really painful sometimes. No reason to attack. How do you feel about the Scales matchup versus Hammer? Well, let me open the sideboard for you. We have 3 dismembers, a Force of Vigor, 2 Nature's Claims, maybe even a Pithing Needle. And we have draws that are better than the draw that we have drawn this game. Point being, I like it. If I were to guess, I win it more often than I lose to it. And usually when you lose, it's their fast draws. Meaning, they just go... They just go turn 2 Hammer, you're dead, or turn 3. Games like this are very winnable. It's hilarious. Bottom gave the creature protection from colorless, so the hammer can't be equipped anymore. That's actually so funny. I would have made the mistake too, I think. Wow. That's such an easy mistake to make. You want to basically end opponent? Search of Salvation. Alright, I guess we die. Yeah, it wasn't gonna happen anyway. Maybe with the Ravager, but this was just not really our game. Dismembers are good, claims are good, force is good. Yeah, that's about it. Don't think we need like the needle, because with every card you bring in, you have to take out something that you know that. The more you know. I could take out all the Petrarchs, TBH. Keep the green cards for Stirring is also kind of slow though, and Petrarch is sick with Cauldron. I think this is good. You could even play safekeeping. Yeah, over some Stirring Cess or something. I mean, on the play, Petrarch is good, and with Cauldron it's even better. But in general, I'm not a fan in the fast matchups. I just wanna do some scales things. You don't have to take out the same number. The rule allows 15 in and 0 out. Yeah, you just can't go below your starting deck size. But you can increase it. Okay, that's kind of sick. Needs like... Actually doesn't need much. With what we have here, we could just make a large amount of Thopter creatures. Do we take 2 or give the opponent 2? I guess we want to play this untapped at any point anyway, so let's do it this way. And I am hoping that Hammer doesn't play Stone of Erech. Give of Runes is less annoying than Mr. What's his face? Iceberg Sentinel. Alright, now we need like an Ozolith to do a lot of stuff. Would you board in Tami versus the post-board removal? Yeah, I did. They have like Solitudes or Marches or both. Which means I'm not going to play out my second Zabaz here, rather keep up mana for doing the destroy thing. Because I could play second Zabaz in modular, make this an 8/8. That's kind of wacky if they have exile removal. Nettle Cyst, okay. Those type of effects I'm not very scared of. Does draw a card, so it's good. Definitely not bad. You guys think they're on Solitudes or Marches? March is on March of Otherworldly Light. That card is cool because it can kill Urza Saga. Ooh, now we're talking. Right, gamers? I wish I had an Ozolith, that would be so sick, but we're still like destroying them. If we have an 8/8 Ballista, what's Hammer Time gonna do about it? 9/9 even? Oh, we get one more from the Zabaz ability. Yeah, they're just done. Hammer doesn't really beat that, because equipments are bad against instant speed ping effects. They have the MDFC land. That makes sense, yeah. You guys have keen eyes for stuff like that. That's a cool thing to note. If anyone's confused, opponent played the Emiria's Call, which is a land that you can also use as a pitch card for Solitude. I've actually seen gamers play the green one in Hardened Scales for the Forces of Vigor. But since I'm down to 1, I won't ever do that. It's still something you can think about. Alright, yeah, that was sick. Hopefully we can do something like that again. Why is it called Erster Sentinel when it's just white and not actually Esper? I guess they couldn't fit the whole triple hybrid mana cost onto the card. So this hand is a piece of interaction and some dorks and caverns. We need to find any of the enablers to really go off. But as it stands, it's not terrible. Probably not dismembering a Cigar Side. Okay, no Ornithopter means I can play a 2-drop here without like being scared of dying. We are basically short one Ozolith or Hardened Scales of GGing them with Inkmoth Nexus. On like turn 4 or something. Any luck counters in the chat? Hell yeah, I brought my luck counter. So, oh, Solitude, yep. Called it. Nothing I can do, but it's a 2-for-1. One lane draw. Can my opponents not keep their one landers today? Ah, it's Stirrings, what you got? An Ozolith. Wish I had that earlier, but I think it's still the pick. Ozolith, Sabas, Ravager, and 2 Inkies is a kill, in case you were wondering. Any water. But we have to be wary of second removal spell, I guess. Because the way it works is Ravager, sacrifice Sabas, Ravager goes to 3. And you'd go to 4 by sacrificing another. 1 counter from Sabas here. Ravager, 4 counters, Modular, 4 counters, Ozolith. Is a total of 10. Oh, safekeeping means we can actually even be safe. When we go for the thing. The Thangarang-a-dang. For now, attack for 1. Nothing scary to see here, opponent. Thank you, boy. Oh, second Zabaz is kinda sick. Let us cast that. If I go for a kill, I wanna do it with safekeeping up for sure. So probably not here, right now. Opponent didn't have a 2-drop. What is happening? Are they on only removal spells? They exiled the Search of Salvation. Interesting. What's in your hand? Esber Sentinel. Upkeep Hammer. I mean, sure. I guess I could have dismembered that. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. I don't know. Could have gone for a kill here. 11 generic mana to prevent this. If we only sacrifice the Sabas, we get 9. I kind of wanted to do a thing where I have Tamiyos up, but maybe I shouldn't play around second Solitude. I don't know. I'm gonna pass. Like, I could have gone for a kill here, which probably would have been the better option. So we have to block this not to die to second hammer. Just go block with Sabaz. Sacrifice it. Shadow Spear. Oh, okay. It's pretty good, but not game winning. Except if they have the second hammer, then we're dead, I guess. Because it gets trampled. Still not dead though, even if they have it. But now I don't sacrifice. They should have flashed it after I sacrificed Sabaz. I'm not too happy with how I played this game, I don't know. There were some whack decisions there. Needle. It's kinda annoying though. Are we sort of losing? Maybe I should have sacrificed this so I get Ozolith counters instead of a land. Saga is too slow now to win this game. Possibly, probably. We'll see. We have some slide outs, but I kind of screwed this game up badly. I gotta admit. Should have dismembered the thing so they can't equip the hammer. And I probably should have pushed lethal 2 turns ago. Instead of doing the Ozolith thing where I cast the second one. If I block and use Tamiyo's, I go to like 9. Hopefully no removal in response, but it would have to be Solitude, I think. Or like March pitching a white card. That needle was kinda wild. Because I sort of put my eggs in the Inkmoth basket. We have some removal cards. Damn it, what was that? My phone. Yeah, I could have dismembered and sacrificed Ozolith, but that's probably not worth it. Maybe it is. I think I need answer to the needle or wow, they had hammer. I think the opponent is not aware that they can. No, they played it on upkeep earlier. I guess they just drew it off of the thing. But still, you just play it in combat and I'm dead. That's whack. Alright, I need something. Saga is my favorite card, but it's not gonna be good enough here. I am afraid. We could maybe survive. But you just put all the equipments on one guy, and that tramples over for lethal. But you know, give your opponent the chance to make a mistake. Overkill. We might be 13 trample. That was funny. The Netlist entered, then they equipped it onto Sentinel, and then they re-equipped it because it has living weapon. Wait, we're surviving this tag. What are you doing, opponent? Do we win now? Guess we win if they have no removal spell. That's funny. Told you, you have to give your opponent the chance to make the mistake. They could still have March that can take out lands if there are also artifacts or enchantments. They could even have Surge here. Okay, yeah, looks like they have Surge. So we're not winning after all. This guy's really good. Alright. We're never surviving, unfortunately. Now we can concede. That was bad because I made some bad plays, but we almost did it. And our draws were like, they were okay. Can't complain too much. Okay, anyway, we're on the draw against Rosti. Are we though? Yeah, I'll keep that. Doesn't have any of the engine cards, but it's still kinda nice. Player turn 1, Walker probably. Let's see what the opponent does. Opponent mulligan to 6. This is actually a tough decision. I'll exile that card, because we do have our colored mana. And I want my spells. Mishra's Bauble looks at their own top card. Misty Rainforest. What is Mishra's Bauble, Misty Rainforest? Is it just Murktide? Land's nice. Any spell, Snaras, or Stern Scoldingers in chat? Okay, that's good. I hope it's Murktide and not like Fetch's Triome. Okay, yeah. Ha, value. Wow, not a single... Well, Hammer Time had Solitude, but it's not a single Omnath Solitude matchup. We did play against Coffers, which is kind of hard matchup, because they have Karen. But besides that, this league is awesome. And I'm only 2-2 because of some bad plays that I made and not because we got run over. Arguably better or worse. Some matches just feel bad. I came well prepared for Tron, then get Ulemarked turn 2 times on turn 4. Yeah. They even need to have the 2 towers to do that. Tron is really annoying. Okay, nice. Tron is a matchup where either you like destroy them before they really get Tron, or you're never really beating them in a long game. Okay, opponent has Delirium. I'll play the Ravager. I hope they can't kill both my creatures and I lose everything. But if they don't, we're probably in for a good time. Dragon's Rage Chandler is such a good card. Yeah, I mean, O-Stone obviously can ruin your day. But the worst part is just turn the Great Creator into like ensnaring bridge or engineered explosives. Okay, what's the Saga? Is a sick draw. Opponent just passes the turn, huh? I'll play some stuff. They could have counterspell, I guess. Let's play this first. They have 3 cards. Okay, no counterspells. Probably. Cast that too. Okay, that's actually gonna work out just nicely, I think. Murktide sometimes is a deck that looks kinda lame. Seek the Beast. Oh, it's the new Temur deck. That's kinda sick. I love that card. There was a Druid in, I don't know, Invasion or something that was just the creature part. Like, this is not how the card actually looks like. This is funny. It was a Dryad or a Druid or something, and now you have it with a cool instant adventure onto it. Do we go for the kill here? Sabaz will make Ballista 5/5. Ravager goes to 4. We still lose to Unholy Heat, so I kind of don't want to do that. We're in a good position for now. Yeah, Query on Dryad was just the creature part of this card. It was already a really cool card, and now it's actually playable in Modern. That's so sick. I hope they play a Consider here, and we in response destroy them. I think I'm not gonna make a play where I lose my whole board to an Unholy Heat for a chance to win on the spot, because we are in a good position. Probably. This is how the card actually looks like. Okay, they can play next turn a Bolt and a Bauble. Okay. We can Ballista them to death if they tap out, which is nice. I love having Ravager plus a modular card, because when they play Lightning Bolt, I can sacrifice Sabazi modular onto Ballista. And then when they in response play another card, I can sacrifice the Ravager too and maybe save the Ballista from 2 removal spells. Not from 3, but from 2. Oh, they're doing it. Alright, opponent, do you know that you're dead? Did you know that? I think they don't know that. Also, there's not a good Lightning Bolt either. End step. Lightning Bolt in response. Man, I love Hardened Scales. Zing. Nice. Let's fucking go. Against Murktide, I like Relic. The Relic's a bit whack, because we have Cauldron, but I just like nibbling away the graveyard, take away the Delirium and the Murktide. the ability to play Murktide. Caverns was good here. Besides that, we could play Dismembers to kill the... what's his name? He was just on the battlefield. Or she. Dragon's Rage Channeler. I think it's a lady. Could take out a Cauldron. But it's so hard to evaluate what are the Cauldron matchups. Sometimes the card is just insane. Sometimes I might not want 3. Especially if I bring in the Relic, I guess. Thomas Crypt. I think I still like Relic better. Maybe Stone of Erich, because that's one-sided. Or the Lantern. We want some number of Dismembers. Or even Safekeepings. I'll play 1. It's like okay, but paying 4 life against the tempo deck is also not the best. Needle for EE. But would you just put it out there? On the off chance they have an EE? Like usually when they play it, well, I guess sometimes they don't have the mana to crack it immediately, but oftentimes they do. Do we keep this? Turn 1, dismember their thing. And then play Patchwork. I'm gonna try it. Yeah, I think this works. Oh. New plan. Take a Ragavan hit and go from there. It's kind of bad if they have counter magic for my Ballista, but if not, this is what you wanna do. I hope they don't find something good, but like most cards in our deck aren't great. You can regenerate your treasure token, I guess. Okay. Yeah, them passing here is obviously not great. What do we expect? I'll still play the Ballista. Possible they have what they had game 1. And not a counter spell, but... Spells, yeah, okay. Yeah, that's annoying, but whatever. Maybe I shouldn't put out the Cauldrons, like... And they counter the Ballista like that. Casting Cauldron's pretty sick. The Glimmer Wasp. Well, they can even regenerate it now. Monkey doing monkey things. Looks like the Hardened Scales is one-sided after all. Yeah, this is kinda lame now. I made the play that loses to a counter spell and that happened, but I'm fine with it. Subtlety, just cast it out like that, that's cool. You almost never see that. I think I'll still dismember the monkey. We would go to like 8, but that's fine. Yeah, let's do it. We have a Ravager in the Scales in the Saga, so we're not that far off of doing something. We're still in a losing position to counterspell cards. Those are kinda lame hits. Guess I'll take a Might. Okay, we go to 7 life. 7's a number that is one more than divisible by 3. they could regenerate though, that's so funny. In other words, the modulus of 7 divided by 3 is 1 and not 0. We got the engineered explosives. And we've drawn a lot of lanes too. Sick. Okay, whatever we get here loses to the explosives, so I guess it's relic. So this game particularly would have gone a lot better if we dismembered the monkey, but I'm okay with like playing it that way. You want a modular? Onto my construct? No. Ballista with nothing to support it is kinda lame though. The skills is gone. I'm so sad. Ozolith not doing much on this board. In response, I'm seeking. What are the playable cards? Questing Druid and Dragavan. Oh, where is that zone? Wait, I didn't attack. I thought I attacked. Okay. We're dead. Upkeep, kill myself. Because I can. Yeah, opponent had the tempo plan. The counter spells were painful this time. That's just gonna happen some of these times. I don't know if you wanna just needle the explosives like that. You could do it. But if they don't draw it, you're like going down a card for nothing. On the other hand, they always kinda do draw it. Oh, they played it this game. They had an engineered explosives, but I'm just gonna try to play through that. It's worked before. Alright, let's see what we got. Ooh, okay. Yeah, that's a sick draw. If you could piece together your perfect opening hand, would it look like this one? Pretty close at least. But we'll see. It would probably be like scales into patchwork, into Cauldron, Zabas Ballista, some shenanigans like that. I hate that the opponent gets 1 mana counter spells against our deck. So I'm gonna cast a Ravager. It's probably gonna go to the graveyard either way. Counter our bolt or something, and then just make constructs. And the Ravager eating a spell snare is like a million times better than the Cauldron eating a spell snare, I would say. Alright. That being said, I think we want to cast spells and not make a construct. Because the way we lose is tempo and not really card advantage. Let's see if they have another 1 mana counter magic. It would be annoying. Snare and Scolding does it. Oh no. Really annoying that. But there's lots of spell snares around these days because mostly Bowmasters. Still, if we get to stick this Cauldron, we can get these abilities down, hopefully. We'll see. Okay. Stuff's painful, but it's what Murktide does, I guess. I think we get the Relic now, so they can't cast the Murktide. Oh, they could cast it right here. Okay. No, I am gonna make a thing. Like, with them having 2 spells snares, I wish I made more constructs, but... yeah... once again, you can't play around everything. I'm gonna do, like, upkeep, relic, just so if they cast something in step, okay. Yeah, this is kinda annoying now because my graveyard is gone. So you might wanna play... I do like the card draw off of Relic. You could play the Stone. You need to pay 2 to exile a graveyard and draw a card, but... Stones are also kinda good against like Yawgmoth. Yeah, maybe I'm talking myself into that. The 1/1 showdown of the century. Any counter spells? The Temur list doesn't even play Murktide. Right. What do you want to? What did they get? They got a land with the expressive, right? I wanna play the Walker or the Ballista. I am gonna play the Ballista. I just wanna stick this Cauldron. Do they have another counter magic? Ugh. Counter magic is painful this match, which is not resolving anything. Dress down, okay. That's even worse. It draws a card and kills both other things. That is even worse than a counter spell, like, by a lot. Now we're like totally vulnerable to the subtleties and the counter spells. I hope the hand is full of that type of card. It's painful today. We hit the good matchups. Or maybe not. This is, I would say, a 50-50 matchup. But the fun matchups. And we cannot just get wrecked. Which obviously is just how it goes sometimes, but it is painful. Like now not even Cauldron does anything because this probably gets countered and then no board. Yeah, that's what the deck does. It's what it's designed to do. The classic tempo strategy where you stick some cheap threats and then, okay. Well, maybe they can't find a counter spell here. Possible. Oh, okay. Guess we're dead. Well, we're not dead, but like we could draw a Sabaz and stick the Cauldron. Yeah, Stance Golding is really good against this deck. It's just 1 mana, counter any creature. But it's not the card on top of the list of cards that I hate. Alright, we're not that on board and might stick a Cauldron, but this game's basically over. This league took 3 hours? That's kind of crazy. Like, how can it take that long? Opponent likes triggers. I also like triggers. Yeah, right. The removal in white is already so good. Why don't we give blue the insane counter magic too? They need 3 more damage to win. And I don't think any single draw lets us win the game anyway or get back into it. I can exile something from the graveyard, but they have 6 card types. That's a lot of preordains. So actually every preordain, funny. 11 damage on the battlefield. Got a board too. Yep, okay. Alright. Disappointing league, but it happens and we're gonna try again. We'll have more luck next time. Lost to like Scam, Murktide and Hammer, which are all beatable matchups in one way or another. Watch us just get paired into the beans every time next league. If you're on YouTube, thanks for now for watching, and we're gonna record a new video right now. See you there.